Jury entering turn 2 at the moment in Instigator.
Daniel, good South Australian boy. Runs the big Ned Kelly beard. Well, last time I saw him, he did.
Can't pick that orange one up. It looks like 486. And Steve Rumble out there as well in Cat Racing.
This will be Juggernaut there, mate. Ian Irvin, which
and
is...
Steve Rumble behind him in Cat.
Stevie Rumble.
Another one to keep your eye on.
Never have you seen so many cat emojis on the internet as when Stephen Rumble writes something. So Juggernaut there, the orange machine, which is Ian Irvin.
Daniel Jury coming down the main back straight.
Rumble.
Instigator. Just to back out of that one real quick.
Yeah, I think Stevie was wondering what Juggernaut was doing there for a second, so he just had to run around the outside and backed it down. Instigator, Daniel Jury.
Instigator. And this one, Juggernaut, did you say? The first
Rush Hour there.
Rush Hour, yep.
So that's Shane Archibald. So that's an 18-foot 6 V-bottom Stevens. So if you look at the bottom of that boat, quite a steep V on those things, around about, I think about 12, maybe 14 degree V on those, and really good rough water boat, and for these classes, a really good boat. So he might do very well here this weekend, I reckon. Let's see what Rumble's got here as he comes up the front straight. He's not going to give it to it for us. Caution flags out on the course at the moment.
Steve Rumble just shine walking all the way down to turn number 1, and it looks like he's come to a stop down there in turn number 1 as well. Oh, fire on board Steve Rumble's boat.
Oh dear.
Big puff of black smoke out of the back of that boat. Looks like it's extinguished itself. He's got it fired back up again. But that was a huge orange flash right out of the back of Cat.
Gee, I wonder what's happened there, mate. That he still seems to be continuing on at this stage.
So all eyes on the second boat heading down in towards turn number 2. Cat Racing, Steve Rumble. And Daniel Jury, and as Bisho said, all the way across from Adelaide this weekend. Haven't seen Daniel behind the wheel for a while.
Mate, he's just one of those guys, works really hard for his club, loves his club, the Adelaide Speedboat Club, and just does an exceptional job. So he's just a good guy.
We've got one boat floating across the circuit down there towards turn number 1. But
Rumble coming back in there, mate. Doesn't look like it's blowing any smoke or anything like that. There's Daniel Jury and Instigator. These categories, Vaughan, were brought in quite a few years ago now. The safety cells were introduced as being mandatory for any boat that runs over 105 miles an hour. So effectively anything from like 6 litre down as an open boat couldn't run. So it left a lot of these boats as a little bit of orphans. So what the APBA did, and it's been a fantastic initiative, is that they run an 85, a 95 and 105 mile an hour category at a lot of their race meetings. And you can run an open boat in those categories. So a lot of these boats that basically you couldn't race when the cell rule came in are now able to be used again in a relatively safe manner. So it's really good to have them out there. You don't have to have an open boat. Stevie Rumble does the 105 class. He elects to run in a cell. He actually had an accident at Melton and copped a fairly serious head injury actually out of it. Another boat came over the top of him. So he's elected to go into a safety cockpit, but he's still remaining in that 105 category. So it's been a really good initiative, and it's another thing that the APB, I think, has done that's worked really, really well to get some of these boats back out onto the water, but do it in a safe way.
And of course, having a lid over the top of your head that's got to be good for your confidence. You're able to drive the boat a bit quicker and a bit harder because you know that you've got that protection.
Yeah, mate, all the guys that go into cockpits go, you can just drive the boat so much harder because you've got that, well, you're strapped in, so you're not getting thrown around, you're not trying to hang on to the boat, you're at one with the boat, you're a part of the boat. So